kind of a utilitarian speech. He's not a great orator. He did the best he could, and I think that I like Tim Kaine. He's my senator, in fact. I live in Virginia, but this is not his strength. I guess he'll do it as best he can. He might have sowed some further doubts about Donald Trump among some people who may already harbor them. But, you know, it was after Joe Biden's sort of classic old-fashioned 1940s, 1950s stem winder. This was a little pale by comparison, but he did the best he could.
Chris?
I think he tried to do three things tonight. First of all, he had to introduce himself to 49 other states because most people have no idea who Tim Kaine was. I think he did that, telling his story. Second, he wanted to make the case for Hillary Clinton. I thought he made that most powerfully when he said, I would trust Hillary Clinton with my son's life. His son is a Marine who was just deployed to fight NATO. And then, as Britt said, mostly he went after Donald Trump, and as you said, Megan, basically saying he's a liar. The thing that strikes me is, for most people, this kind of information, how he allegedly ripped off contractors and creditors and charities, would be absolutely devastating, but it kind of seems like it's old information. We've heard it in the primaries, heard it in the Clinton ads, and people, or a lot of people, don't seem to care all that much and have seemed to have discounted it. So I just wonder how effective it really is.
Juan?
Well, I think it sort of picked up on what we heard from Vice President Biden. I see a theme here tonight, which is that Hillary Clinton has a passion for families, for kids. I think they're trying to humanize her. We come back to what Bill Clinton did last night in trying to break down what Hillary Clinton has accomplished in her life and separate it out from what Bill Clinton called the cartoon or caricature that's built up by the Republicans. What was entertaining to me about Tim Kaine, and I agree with Britt, he's not a natural speaker. You wouldn't say, oh my gosh, but he had a lot of religious references and allusions in there. It was a call and response. Do you believe anything? And the crowd would respond. Do you believe that Donald Trump should release his tax returns? Do you believe that Donald Trump has paid his fair share of taxes? That's what got a response in this Tim Kaine speech. So to me, what you saw here was the kid who was in the Jesuit high school, the kid who said, you know what, it was, our motto was men to serve others, who went to Honduras as a missionary. And that kid who then becomes a local politician, he says he listens, he tells his biographical story, and then becomes the man who we see here tonight, the vice presidential nominee of the Democratic Party. I think that relates to people. Just as he's talking about his dad as an iron worker in Kansas City, I think that makes him more human and relates especially, I would say, to white working-class men. Well, the biggest problem for the Hillary Clinton campaign.
And the father of a Marine doesn't hurt either.
That's a good point.
Yeah. They do need some help in that department because they're down some 30-plus points in that category, according to the latest polls. Let's check.